Hello everyone and welcome to Geopolitical Trends. So excited to be with you as always. As a geopolitical analyst, I asked this fundamental question: how will the new president of Maldives going to navigate the geopolitical waters in the region? In this video, I'm going to provide you my insights and assessments and place this within the context of regional security and global geopolitical landscape. Let's dive into this fascinating development here. So the Maldives elected now a new president. His name is Mohamed Muizzu, who immediately declares, here is the interesting thing, immediately declares his intentions to unify the archipelago. What I found very interesting about his statements to his supporters during the victory speech or celebration is that he stated that he will not allow or stand to allow foreign forces, military staying in the Maldives. Well, you know who the reference is to, right? He is basically referring to India, given New Delhi's behind the scenes rivalry with China, which, by the way, it's on behalf of the United States. I believe it is fair to categorize the recent presidential elections in the Maldives as some sort of a virtual referendum on the regional powers. You all know what happened with Philippines. You all know what happened with PNG, Papua New Guinea, and so forth. But first, let us ask the question, who is Muizzu? Well, Muizzu is candidate for the Progressive Party of Maldives, known as PPM, which is roundly defeated the incumbent president Ibrahim Mohamed Soleh of the Maldivian Democratic Party, or MDP, and Muizzu is set to be sworn in on November 17th. That's when the official day when he will become officially the president of Maldives. So the opposition candidate beats the incumbent president Ibrahim Mohamed Soleh, who is considered, here is the key, this Ibrahim is considered pro-India. Now you see why Muizzu stated what he stated during the victory speech. This is, to me, as an analyst, is another big blow to India, especially when the newly elected president, given his statement So Mohamed Muizzu echoed his will to follow through with his campaign promise. And you know what was his campaign promise? Is to remove Indian military personnel stationed in the archipelago state. Promising, this is what Mohamed Muizzu promising that he would initiate the process ASAP, as soon as possible. So what it tells me personally, right there, what he intends to do, which basically not allow his country, the Maldives, to be used by India on behalf of the United States. That is the message I see he's sending loud and clear. So another statement that was meant to send a message to other countries is when Mohamed Muizzu told his supporters, and I quote, "I will not stand for a foreign military staying in the Maldives against the will of its citizens," end of quote. He also added, and I did find this quote very interesting, he said, and I quote, "The people have told us that they don't want foreign military here," end of quote. Wow. These are very powerful messages that sends a signal into how he intends to govern. The question is, will he cave in under pressure? For example, like what Marcos Jr. did, like what the Prime Minister of Australia did, Albo, like others, or even the recent development in PNG, the Papua New Guinea, when they signed the military agreement with the United States. So I will be keeping my eyes open on this. And FYI, the outgoing President Mohamed Soleh, who is 61 years old, who is immediately conceded. That I admire him for that. Immediately conceded the defeat and congratulate Mohamed Muizzu, his rival, and the congratulations was stated on X. That's Twitter platform. So, as of now, at the time of this recording, Soleh, who will assume the country's interim presidency, as I said earlier, until the successor, Mohamed Muizzu, is sworn in and installed in November 17th. That's the official day for them. So, interesting enough is that there was no immediate formal reaction from China, but the Chinese ambassador in Mao, the capital of Maldives, Wang Lixin, reposted a local meme of Muizzu victory on Twitter platform, or X, the former Twitter platform that is. The ambassador added, and I quote, "warm congratulations," end of quote. Washington, on its part, congratulated the president-elect and said the two countries have, and I put this in quote, strong relationship based on mutual respect and shared interest, end of quote. I'm laughing because that's how loosely we use these terms. They don't hold any meaning whatsoever. So, and the State Department, our State Department, our incompetent State Department, said in a statement, and I quote, "The United States looks forward to deepening our partnership with Maldives and expanding our people-to-people ties," end of quote. You know what's the key word there? Is deepening our partnership. You can translate that or interpret that any way you may think, and most likely you will be right. As I said earlier, look just what happened with the PNG, the Papua New Guinea, and all of a sudden end up signing a military agreement to allow the presence of US forces there. India's Prime Minister Modi was among the first world leaders to congratulate Muizzu on Sunday. Not because he cared, it's because he got concerned that his force is gonna be kicked out, because that's what the new president in Maldives intends to do. Modi, like others, posted on Twitter and I quote here what he posted: "New Delhi is committed to strengthening the time-tested India-Maldives bilateral relationship," end of quote. Yeah, it's nothing but hypes. India is pushing on behalf of the US interest. That's why, because there is that hidden rivalry, which I don't even know why this rivalry exists between India and China when India couldn't compete with China to begin with. So I don't know, is this like an illusion? Is this a perceived rivalry? Because India is not a world power. Let's just state the facts. So, interesting enough, also, another president of a neighboring country of Sri Lanka, Ranil, he called the president of Maldives, Muizzu, to express, and I put this in quote, his heartfelt desire, end of quote, to elevate the ties to a robust and multifaceted partnership. It's worth noting that the last president, and main opposition figure, Abdullah Yamin, was sentenced. He was sentenced in December to 11 years in prison for corruption and money laundering, and was not allowed to run for president. Well, what's new there? If it were up to me, I'd put him in jail for life, because when you become a public figure, that's something called public trust. Why giving him 11? You put him for life. I wish we have those laws here in America, because we got massive corruption going on. So here is the question for you, because I like to keep this video short and concise. Will the new president of Maldives be pro-China? Okay? What do you think? So, and I'd be happy even to do a live stream to elaborate more on this topic. If you guys are interested, just let me know. So make sure to leave me some comments in the comment section, because I always like to read your feedback. And by the way, if you like the content of this video, I will greatly appreciate if you can hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe. And thank you for your support. As always, remember, geopolitics impact your daily life in more ways than one. Till next time. Bye-bye.